So hello students, today we are going to see Cramer's rule. So what is Cramer's rule? It is one of the important methods applied to solve a system of equations. So any system of equations we can solve by using the Cramer's rule. So in this method, the value of the variables in the system are to be calculated by using the determinants. Okay, so it is also known as determinant method. Okay, wow. So for three equations, that is a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to d2, a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to D3. They have given a three set of equations. So first step is to find the determinant value. So in delta value. So in that delta, first column of that determinant is replaced by the x coefficients of the given equations. So here the given equations are, x coefficients of the given equations are a1, a2, a3. So first column of the delta is replaced by x coefficients of the given equations. Okay, and the second column of delta is replaced by y coefficients of the given equations. Here y coefficients are b1, b2, b3, and the third column of delta is replaced by z coefficients of the given equations. It is a c1, c2, c3. After that, we have to find the determinant value. It is a value for delta. It is a value for delta. Then we have to find the values for x, y and z. So the methodology to find the x is 1 by delta times of one determinant is there. In that determinant, first column, the first column of a delta is replaced by the RHS values of the given equations. So in the given equations, RHS values are d1, d2, d3. So first column of x is replaced by RHS values. It is D1, D2, D3. And the second and third columns remains the same thing. Whereas y is equal to 1 divided by delta times of first column, and the third column remains the same thing. Your second column of a delta is b1, b2, b3. They are called the y coefficients of the given equations, and the second column of delta is replaced by the RHS values of the given equations. It is d1, d2, d3. This is for y. And for z, the third column of delta is replaced by the RHS values. Third column of delta is what is that? They are the z coefficients of given equations. That z coefficients are replaced by the RHS values, and the first two columns remains the same thing. That is a1, a2, a3 and b1, b2, b3. They remains the same thing. The third column of delta c1, c2, c3 is replaced by d1, d2, d3. Okay, so see the problem. First problem, it is solve x plus y plus 2z is equal to 4, 2x minus y plus 3z equal to 9, 3x minus y minus z equal to 2. They have given three set of equations. We have to solve these equations by using Cramer's rule to find the variables values, that is x, y, z values. Okay, so given equation, three set of equations. First step is to find the value for delta. Okay, so delta is equal to, first column of delta is replaced by x coefficients of the given equations. In the first equation, x coefficient is 1, and in the second equation, x coefficient is 2. In the third equation, x coefficient is 3. The second column of delta is replaced by y coefficients of given equations. First, in the first equation, y coefficient is 1. In the second equation, y coefficient is -1. And in the third equation, y coefficient is also -1. And the third column of delta, it is z coefficients. In the first equation, z coefficient is 2, and in the second equation, z coefficient is 3, third equation, z coefficient is -1. So here we have to find the determinant value. So see, first element is 1. It is a positive element. 1 is there in first row, first column. So we have to leave that first row, first column, and the cross multiplication of these two elements. Minus into minus is plus. Minus is there in the formula. Minus 1 into 3 is minus 3, but one minus is there in the formula, so minus into minus plus. And your second element is a negative element, so minus 1 times of that 1 is there in first row, second column, so leave the first row and second column, cross multiplication of these four elements. So 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, minus is there in the formula, 3 into 3 is 9. And your third element is a positive element, it is 2. So 2 times of 2 is there in first row, third column. So leave that first row, third column, cross multiplication of these two elements. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Minus is there in the formula. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. So minus into minus will become plus. Okay, so 1 times of 1 plus 3 is 4, minus 1 times of minus 2 minus 9, it is minus 11, and 2 times of minus 2 plus 3 is 1. Okay, so 4 plus 11 plus 2, your delta is what? 17. Okay, and we have to find the value for x. So x is equal to 1 by delta times of first column of delta is replaced by RHS values. Second and third column remains the same thing. So first column of delta is replaced by RHS value. So what are all the RHS values? They are 4, 9 and 2. So in the first column, we have to write the RHS values 4, 9 and 2. Second and third column of delta remains the same thing, 1, minus 1, 1 and minus 1, and 2, 3, minus 1. So 1 by delta value is 17, 1 by 17 times of determinant value. First element is a positive element, so 4 times of minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. Minus is there in the formula. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. Minus into minus will become plus. Second element is a negative element, so minus 1 times of that 1 is there in first row, second column, so leave these things. 9 into minus 1 is minus 9, 3 into 2 is 6, minus is there in the formula, and plus 2 times of 9 into minus 1 minus 9, 2 into minus 1 minus 2, but minus into minus plus. So 4 into 4 minus 1 times of minus 15 plus 2 times of minus 7. So 16 plus 15 minus 14, it is 17. So 17 and 17 will get cancelled. We will get x is 1. Next we have to find the value for y. So y is equal to 1 by delta times of A1, A2, A3. That is the first column, and the third column of delta remains the same thing, and your second column of delta is replaced by RHS values. So RHS values are 4, 9 and 2. First column, third column remains the same thing. So 1 by 17 times of this thing, 1 by 17 times of determinant value, 1 into minus 9 minus 6 minus 4 into minus 2 minus 9 plus 2 into 4 minus 27. So 1 times of minus 15 minus 4 times of minus 11 plus 2 times of minus 23. So 1 by 17 times of minus 17. 17 and 17 will get cancelled. So y is equal to minus 1. Then z is equal to 1 by delta times of a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, and the third column of delta is replaced by RHS values d1, d2, d3. So 1 by 17 times of 1 into minus 2 plus 9 minus 1 times of 4 minus 27 plus 4 times of minus 2 plus 3. Minus into minus will become plus. So 1 times of 7 minus 1 times of minus 3 plus 4 times of 1. So 1 by 17 times of 34. 17 and 34 will get cancelled. We will get z is equal to 2. So x, y, z values are x is 1, y is minus 1 and z is 2. So in this problem we have to verify whether our calculated values, that is x, y, z values are correct or not. Okay, this is what the verification. In that verification, we will take any one of the given equations. Any one of the given equations. So in this problem, I'll take the second equation. It is 2x minus y plus 3z is equal to 9. 3z is equal to 9. So what are all the variables values? It is x is 1, y is minus 1 and z is 2, and x, y, z are replaced by these things. So 2 times of 1, y is replaced by minus 1. So minus into minus will become plus, plus 1, and z is replaced by 2. So 3 into 2, 6. So 2 plus 1 plus 6, we will get 9. So our calculated values, that is 1, minus 1 and 2 are correct. Thank you.